Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome to the 12 Bong Show in association with Noel Dunn's Cleaners, and that's ND Cleaners. And we had Noel as our special guest last week. But today we have our special guest, which is Tom McGahon, and he's going to do 6 bongs with us at the start of the show, and then we're going to have a little chat. So I'm going to start off with 6 of them, and he's going to give 6 then after me. So here we go. Bong, 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 bong. That's 4. Bong, bong. That's 5, 6, and the legend that is Tom. You're very, very welcome on board. Can you give us 6 bongs, please, of your finest bongs?
Bong, 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 bong. Bong.
Fantastic. Tom, it's a pleasure to have you on board. How are you getting on?
I'm getting on well. And we're here on Dolan's bus. You see, we didn't take the train. We've had our bongs. Perhaps we'll have songs. We're here to entertain. So keep your senses on alert, for we'll be rhyming soon. And I'll tell you all how poor old Pete went courting in this dune. 'Twas an April day with a hint of May, and the cows were out on grass. And poor old Pete, who was bad on the feet, knew well he'd be late for mass. He reminisced as he rambled on how he used to be never late, and he'd stand with his pals on Gossip Swap beside the churchyard gate. But those days were gone, and he walked along and he faced it straight and fair. His race was run and he had no fun, and he'd soon be in a chair. So Pete came on into the church while the clergy spoke of doom, and he sat there and he did not care, and he dreamt about Listoon.
Woo!
This hardy man soon formed a plan, and he beamed from ear to ear. He saw his out within the church, the local auctioneer. At close of prayer he hired him there beside the vestry door, and he went home quite happy. He'd milk his cows no more. He met his man when the sale came on. Bear this in mind, says he, we're going to sell and we'll all do well. But there's no come back, says he. The cows that's here are excellent, and they are sweet and kind. But the heifers, well, they're something else. To say the least, they're wild. They'd kick the buckets on the man and flitters out the door. But the black one in particular, well, that's a woeful who. He got his cheque, he's on his bike for the railway station there. He had a pint and he got a shave, and he went and paid his fare. With a smirkish grin, he thought of sin in that little town in Clare. He's on the street and he heard the beat and the tip and tap of dance, and every pub was selling grub, and all around romance. Says he, I'll win and have a chin, perhaps a rock or a waltz I'll try. And while sitting at the counter, a bird gave him the eye. He could see her knee, her skirt was short, and Pete began to frown. That whole thing will go further north if she tries sitting down. And he laughed about the heifer in this town of sex and sin, how he used to milk her with a grape, so he bought another gin. While sitting in a nice cafe, 'twas there a meal he bought. He was nearly finished eating when he had an awful thought. The crack is good, the job's a horse, one thing I overlooked. I have no place to lay me head. A cot I should have booked. Another gin, more thoughts of sin, and down the street he set. To a lady walking towards him he murmured, how are you, pet? Few, says she, e'er speak to me in tones so soft and low, because she, I'm a guard, you see. That's something you should know. So this hardy man, he formed a plan. You're looking well, says he. So would you, says he, you're looking well, so would you please arrest me and put me in a cell? I'm best to see for travelling. I'm at it all the day. I get a sleep till morning, and perhaps a supper tea.
Fantastic.
My job, says she, is lonesome. That's true, I'll have you know. For thieves and crooks is all I meet, who dirty looks bestow. But you're soft-spoken on a style, and you're looking for a cot. Here, says she, held on my hand, I know the very spot. She took him to a nice small house. It really was her home. Go in, says she, and rest yourself, and make yourself at home. I've another hour on the beat, and then soon I'll come back, and I'll go up and change my clothes, and we'll go out and have the crack. Well, this went on for a whole sweet week, and it was a fun-filled game, and they partied and they drank on it, till they didn't know their name. Pete liked the crack, he liked the town, he liked her company. In fact, he never did go home, and his lodgings, they were free.
Oh.
To compound the thing on this great fling before he'd go to doom, he wed the yard and they drank the farm in this little town of Rastoon.
Absolutely magnificent. It's great to have you back on the bus. Well,
I'm on the bus, and this is what I do in my spare time.
this is your third book.
This is my third book.
Fleeting Memories was the first one.
It was.
Youth was the second one.
Correct.
And the third one is?
Galla Murferty.
Now tell us, Galla Murferty.
That's a non-word which was created when I was a little fella, and that is so long ago I can't remember when I was a little fella. The great Todd Andrews was in a mass time TD and possibly a minister. And when he retired, he used to write in the Irish press an occasional column by Todd Andrews, Galla Murferty. He created the word. Now, there was a barb, I think, of politics in it, but also economics.
Right.
And he sent his message, but it was always biblical. You had to take it out of it. And I can't remember much of it, but I haven't forgotten the word.
The word.
I never forgot it. Todd Andrews.
You have a brand new book. What is this book about? Is it about the story of this man you're after telling us?
No, it's not. It is what it says on the cover.
Right.
It's a collection of great stories, poetry, tall tales, and lies. And it's all fiction, and there's people in here called Maggie the Bogstick. Now, she's a very, very wise woman.
Okay.
And there's the man, Jim Lowry. He hired a guy to court a woman for him, Vincey. Oh, you love Vincey.
And tell me, so it's a collection of stories, so you'd have about 10 or 11 stories in it?
I would. I have a couple of good stories, nice stories that I really like. The plate, it's on page 108, I think, about a man who had a great wish to ride a bike from the Hill of Down to the Galway races to the plate.
Right.
And I got into his head, and I chronicled everything he saw and thought.
Brilliant.
And he only met one person until he arrived at Kilreekil.
Wow.
In Galway.
Tell me, did it take him long to get the races?
A day and a half.
Not too bad on a bicycle.
Not too bad. He even chronicled the cat on the dustbin outside the tobacco factory.
Fantastic.
As he came down.
Your new book, as I say, is it's actually it's on sale at the moment. It can be got where?
In most good bookshops, but in Just Books and in
Well, you get in Eason's. Oh, you got an Eason's. Good man, good man.
Eason's Mulligar, to think, just to name two, and it's in various places throughout the country.
And as well as that, you got it printed in the Topic newspaper,
Topic,
which is
yes, they do all my printing.
And they are 50 years today in business.
In business, they are indeed.
And you're in the this week's paper as well.
To give the expose of this almost a full page in the Topic, and I am extremely shocked. humiliated, grateful.
Put it up there.
embarrassed.
Put it up there and let's see what it looks like.
Yeah.
There it is, folks. And I get in closer, and that's what it looks like. It looks like it looks like a paper you go to the races with.
I know.
And maybe that was your plan, was it?
That's it. I never have a plan, but it seems to turn out well.
It does.
See,
It's,
and on the back of the book, I forgot that I wrote this. If it's fun and relaxation you seek, this is the book for you.
absolutely fantastic. You think of everything, and I love the colour of it as well.
Yeah.
Very, it's beautiful. So this is on sale, and all your other books are still on sale.
Oh, they're on sale, and they're selling well. Fleeting Memory might have to do a reprint sometime.
Wow.
Yeah.
And are you going to have a launch of this one? Like, well, we had a huge
with the way
launch.
The thing has gone, and
Yeah.
COVID and masks and everything.
It's hard to get.
Atmospherically, it doesn't suit to have a mask or to have a launch at the moment.
Right. Well, that's neither here nor there. We're going to launch it here in the
We're
bus.
going to launch it here, and to you, Mr. Ray-Dolan and Margaret, I'm presenting you with this book.
Well, thank you very,
Now-
very much. Well, there you are, folks. That is my copy. You can have a copy like this as well, but you got to go to the shop to buy it, either in Mullingar or Eason's of Mullingar as well. Now, another thing as well is, what have you been up to since we met last? You were milking cows for a long time.
I was milking cows, and, I was milking cows for nearly 70 years, and I was stopped abruptly.
Ah, right.
You see, I fell off a ladder and I split my skull,
Ooh,
and
right.
so forth and so on. And when I got out of that mess, I came out in the yard and I said, "Where's my herd?" And they said it was sold in Delvin a month ago, and etc. So I'm in dry cattle now for the
Beef.
well, no,
You buy in.
forward stores. I buy and I sell smalls, and I sell them maybe at 1,200 weight or
Good
little
man.
better.
And where would you buy them now? Will you buy them local?
Or local. Ballymahan is buy and sell in Ballymahan.
Brilliant.
But I call them lawnmowers.
Lawnmowers.
That's about all that they do. They eat the grass, but if you're depending on them for moolah, you have no chance.
Not at all. Now, the other thing is you can buy them online and sell them online now. Did you notice that?
I did. I sold online
Go away.
during the worst of COVID, but I wouldn't be that good to buy online
Right.
because I like to walk the pens and really assess.
Yeah.
And maybe come back and have another look at them.
Right. Clear the mind and go back
Clear
and
the
look.
mind and say, right, that fella's a bit short, or
Yeah.
that fella's a bit, agey looking, or I don't like the look of him.
That's right, because really that's what it's down to, because you've really trained your eye over the years to looking at the
Absolutely.
cattle, and you go in
Yeah.
and you have the crack and your eyeballing and nodding
Yeah.
fingers and the whole lot.
That's right.
I'll buy, you buy. But you're very true saying that, because looking in the camera, it's a whole different perspective.
It's a total different perspective.
Yeah. And you can't see the height, you can't see the width. And you're nearly trying, you'd be looking at a bar going, oh, that bar is about 2 foot. And you think, well, no. And then you're into lunacy, like.
And in the walk around the ring, and fair play to the ring men, they do the best they can.
Yeah.
But they're going so fast through the ring
Yeah.
that you can't really get a good enough assessment of them. You can look at them all right,
Right.
but an assessment is a different story.
And I say you don't mind selling them because they're on their way. But the only thing about it is
you know your weight.
you know your weight,
Know
exactly.
your weight before you or even arrive at the mast. You have a good idea
Yeah.
what you're going to get, and if you get above your hopeful price, it's a bonus, and if you come near it, I can't take them home
Yeah.
for €50 less or
Yeah.
whatever.
And as well as that, the man the other end, he can see the weight.
Oh, he can see the weight.
So he's happy to, he knows.
He can give, say, a price at a kilo.
Yeah.
And if you have X number of kilos, he does the sums, and right, I won't leave that fella behind me now for another €20.
And tell me, the other marts are around. Is Delvin still going?
Delvin's a flying mark, but it's quite a bit from me. Now, I did buy, in my time, I did buy dairy stock in Delvin. There's a great mart in Delvin, but it's nearly 40 miles from where I live.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
you could lose a half a hundredweight of weight between the journey and waiting in the pens to be sold, because the cattle will empty out.
That's correct. And I was just thinking, that's weight.
That's weight. That could cost you. That could cost you 60 or 70 euros.
Right, well look, it's always a pleasure meeting you, and we're going to have more tea later on. But
I always have an angle, you see, and I mightn't be too well wrapped.
as Judge Judy says.
As she is wont to say.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off my show anyway. Once again, our special guest today is Tom McGahon, and his book is called Galla Murferty,
yeah.
And that is a whole name on its own. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks a million for joining us, Tom, and we'll have a little chat in a few minutes as well. So I'm bringing my camera back here, folks, and I'm using a different sort of tripod today, and it's working actually very well. So our show is coming to you in association with the Topic newspaper Mullingar, the Westmeath Topic. They're 50 years in business this week, so congratulations to all our friends in Topic. And as well as that, we gave you the 12 bongs. I gave you 4, and Tom gave you 4. I gave you 6, and Tom gave 6, and very well done indeed. So our birthday shout outs today, we have Aidan Ward, who's looking in, and it's your birthday. He is from Milltown Pass, yoga master and furniture designer, so happy birthday to you. And Kevin Gilmore is looking in, and his mother sent his birthday wishes in, and she wishes him a very, very happy birthday. That's Kevin, happy birthday to you. And Sharon Geraghty, who's in Mullingar, it's your birthday. And Niamh Carlin, who's in Kells, which is that away, you're very welcome. And Fiona Luby is down in Temple Derry, a fantastic name, in Tipperary, and it's your birthday as well. And as well as that, we have Fiona, Alan Nolan from Nolan Sound in Castlepollard. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. And Francis McGahon, who is in Trim, a big happy birthday to you. And Emma Lynch, and this comes in from her hubby Dave in Atboy, wishing you a happy, happy birthday. Don't forget, folks, if you'd like to join us on board the bus to tell your story or promote your business, PM us here, and we'll get back to you straight away. And once again, thanks for sending in all the information that we share on this platform. A big shout out to Ken Smolin and his fantastic food appeal, and all the people that work volunteer work with Ken Smolin, feeding children. Yes, going to school hungry here in Mullingar and Tullamore. You would not believe it, but we are a first world country. So go to his Facebook page, and if you want to help out, go to Deals in Mullingar, and they have a little area that you can buy dry food, pop it in there, and his crew will come in and collect it. Our big shout out competition, our food shout out competition winner is the Amber Court in Dominic Street. Hello to you guys. And to our Facebook recommendation is Mullingar Arch Club, ARCH, and a big shout out to all our friends down there. And our shop local pick of the day is Tom Birmingham's Men's Clothes. And we always remember when you go into Tom and he'd say, that looks great, and he says, sure, bring it with you. We will, Tom. So that's what we always done. So big shout out to you, Tom Birmingham. And as well as at the Downs, we got a big message there from the Downs yesterday to say the clubhouse is reopening for their bingo on Friday night at 8 o'clock, 8:30 actually. And the jackpot is €12,000. So well done to you guys, and great to see the bingo back in the Downs again. And as well as that, they're online with their Downs GAA Lotto jackpot, and that's on every Monday, and there's €9,200 to be taken if you go online or go onto their Facebook page, drop a few £, in, and you know what, no matter where you are in the world, they'll send it to you if you win. Now, what else have we got? We got Multifarnham GAA Lotto jackpot Sunday. There was no winner, and next week it's going to be 10,900. And they are starting their online bingo as well on 7 more days, 6 more days now. And that's going to be online, so check it out on their Facebook page. And Clucan GAA Lotto jackpot is €13,000. Amazing money to be won. And as well as that, the bingo was in the rugby club last night, and it was Wednesday, and the doors did open at 6:45. And if we get some more information on that, we will fill you in. So every Wednesday they're going live with their bingo, and you can walk in the door at 6:45. So once again, folks, to you for looking in, and to our special guest once again, Tom McGahon, thank you for being on board. Bye for now, folks. Woohoo!